Hi. Hi. So good to see people I know and some people that I don't know so well. And I'm really pleased to be here. And people, I'm calling in from Berkeley, California. And so some people are near me and some people are not. I'm just going to share my screen and um, just to orient us to what we're going to be talking about today. So, this is the topic for today. Echoes of the past, exploring the supervisor's role when the current situation awakens what was once overwhelming. And I included the blurb that I put in for the kind of context, just to remind us that as coaching supervisors, we often witness moments when a supervisee's reaction to a present day experience carries an emotional charge that seems larger than the moment itself. Like it could be intense fear, confusion, anger, sadness, rejection, or it could be a reaction of numbness or even a sense of absence when something big has happened, but the person isn't feeling anything about it. And so these may be, not always, but maybe echoes of past experiences that were too overwhelming to process at the time and have since been frozen in the psyche, and now they arise like an echo in the present time. And so, my question to us, and this is a dialogue, when these moments, when these echoes appear, what does it ask of us? How do we meet what is emerging with presence and care? What is our role when the past reverberates into the now? And what anchors us ethically and supports our solidity and confidence when things become activating? Now, this is a huge topic, one in which coaching, supervision, coaching, everybody is being with, thinking about, especially in this current time. So, my want today is really just for us to start to think about it. I want to do an exercise and then I'm going to talk for a few minutes and I want to put you into breakouts to do another exercise. And then together we'll kind of collect some collective wisdom. And I guess I want us to really hold confidentiality and hold respect because we're all trying to find our way through this. Um, so respect for ourselves on our journey, respect for our clients, for the coaching profession, for the coaching supervision profession it's a tender, sensitive topic. And how do we find our way? So bringing curiosity and compassion. And if it does get activating for whatever reason, because I know that when we bring this topic into the space, sometimes the activation that the wider systems hold come in with it. So just take some space, go off camera, look around the room, pause, look out the window, whatever you need just to be with yourself when we're talking about these topics. And so just be here with care. So that's how I want to hold our session today. And I'm loving seeing two of Judy. So the first exercise I'm going to ask you to do is and you can go off camera, I don't need to see you, is I want you to stand up. So we're just going to stand up. You don't need to look at me, although I'm going to show myself in the camera, but you don't need to look at me. And we're going to do an exercise just to bring this topic in. And I want you to think of something that's happened to you lately that's been activating. Now, not a 10 out of 10 in activation, maybe a 5 or a 6 in activation. So something that's happened that's been frustrating or scary or concerning or just something that's happened in your life or with your clients So when you think of that, just allow your body to move. And so just notice when you bring it to mind, how does your body move? And it may be big movements or small movements, but just notice how your body moves when you bring this to mind. Does your head come down or does it go back? Or does it stay rigidly kind of stopped? So just notice where your head is. Notice your face. Does it scrunch up? Does it freeze? Notice your shoulders. Do they come forward? Do they move back? What happens when you think of this topic? What does your body want to do? Does your chest sink in? Does your chest come out? Does it stop? Did you contract in your chest? Just thinking of your shoulders, your chest, like your belly and your hips. Do they freeze and lock in? Do they move back? Do they move forward? What happens to your legs? Do they stiffen? Do your feet grab the earth? Or do they get loose? Do you feel unstable? Do you hunker down? Do you feel revved up? Do you get revved? Or does everything drain away and you feel there's no energy? There's no right or wrong. You're just noticing what happens when you bring a level of activation, not a big level, just a 5 or 6 level of activation into your system. You're just noticing what happens. Now I want you to kind of move and shake that off a bit. Just shake your arms and move your body a bit. Just shake a little bit. And then I want you to inhale. And as you inhale, lengthen your spine. And then slowly exhale down the front, softening and relaxing as you go. So you're inhaling and lengthening your spine like some sort of nobility. And then you're exhaling and softening and relaxing down the front. And then you're just imagining your personal space around you all the way from the front to the side to the back. Like just feeling like, oh, I have personal space all around me. And then just settling your shoulders, relaxing your jaw. And thinking of a quality you might like more of, whether it be ease or love or strength or joy. What's a quality you'd like more of in this moment? And just inviting 5%. If I had 5% more ease in my body right now, what would that be like? Or 5% more love, or 5% more strength, 5% more joy, 5% more power. And just notice how this feels now in your body. And now inviting back in the situation that you just brought, feeling yourself standing upright, grounded on the ground, And just invite back in that topic and just notice what happens when you invite that topic back in. So now just coming back into the room and onto your seat. Thank you, Beth. And I just want you to put in the chat, we'll have time for speaking at the end, but I just want you to put into the chat what you noticed when you brought the topic back. Just put that into the chat. Then I'm going to speak for a few minutes and then we're going to go into a breakout. So just what you noticed in your body when you brought the topic back. Thanks, Jocelyn. More lightness, stability and quiet, settled, more spacious, more breath. Thank you, Michelle. More grounded, more clear light inside, love and expansion. Lovely, softening. Thank you, Judy. More clear. Flexibility, be able to see possibilities. Thank you. Okay, I'm just going to talk, like I said, for 5 minutes and then we'll go into another breakout. And I'm going to share my screen again. Some of you may know this. It's polyvagal theory by Stephen Porges. Some of you may know it from another world. And so I'm just going to describe what happened according to the map that he uses to map it, and then talk about why that's important. So he uses this map. He's created this map from his research, which means that when we're in our ventral vagal, we're in the kind of social engagement system. A lot of the words that you use to describe that, we're in the present, we're grounded. You came in probably similar to this when you came into the call, maybe a bit activated, I'm not sure. Then I invited something into your system to activate you. So I actually invited something in that sent you into, it might have just been a slight activation, but it sent you into fight, flight, or freeze. Some of you may have gone into freeze where you just locked down and you went numb. Some of you may have felt the activation. So, and then I invited you back into grounding, into your social engagement system, and to hold the topic that had been activating at the same time as you were in your ventral vagal system. And so you were able to hold the previously activating topic, but you had more space, more grounded, so it felt different. And so this is what I want to suggest is our role as coaching supervisors, that when our client is activated, is to remain in that social engagement system, right? To remain present, grounded, and attuned, creating a relational field for the client where where something that was overwhelming can be felt, integrated, and metabolized. Now, this may not be new for some of you. You may be sitting there going, yeah, of course, that's what I do. That's the basis of coaching supervision. And so for you, I may not be presenting anything new. And this may be obvious. However, it's not easy. Thomas Hubel talks about this. He talks about it's feeling you, feeling me, that our body feels when another person feels us. So when I feel you, your nervous system perceives that I'm feeling you. And that creates a deeper sense of security. When I don't feel you, your nervous system picks up on that too, even though you may not be aware of it. And not being felt creates stress. Now, we all know that, don't we? When we say something to somebody, we send out like a ding. I need help. I'm feeling stressed. It's not working. I'm overwhelmed. And if somebody doesn't hear that and receive it, then we get more ding, ding, ding. But if somebody goes, I feel you. I see that you're having a difficult time. Yes, yes, I'm here. I can listen. Like you get a dong, right? The ding and then the dong. I had something really distressing happen last night, and I was going to an event, and I grabbed my friend and I said, I need to tell you something. I need to tell you something. And I was really like, and I went, ding, I really need to tell you something. And she went, oh, Leanne, that sounds really terrible. I'm here for you. And I even have tears in my eyes now. My whole nervous system just relaxed. I could feel the dong of just being received. And she said, look, I'll sit next to you and then we can do the exercise together. And I could just feel that. And and we know when we don't feel that, right? We don't get that dong. And so our role as a coaching supervisor is to hear the distress. And that's challenging because the distress can often be activating. When somebody comes in that's distressed, it often activates our own nervous system. So, how do we know when we've got activated, know how to kind of ground our nervous system and our body, and can hear the ding and send out a dong? So, that's the ground we're going to explore right now. And so, it's just where are you on that journey? And so we're going to go into a breakout and just see. And we're going to go into a breakout of threes. And this is going to be, we're going to do a different kind of breakout. So one person is just going to speak for 5 minutes. We'll keep time and we'll tell you when to change. And one person is just going to speak about this topic, which is how do I know whether I'm regulated or activated in my mind, my heart, my belly? So one person is just going to sit there for 5 minutes and say, wow, when I feel activated, my mind races. And when I'm feeling and my heart kind of pumps and my body revs. And when I'm feeling regulated or grounded, whatever the language is that's better for you, I feel calmer. I feel like I can think clearly. So you're just going to do that for 5 minutes and just see what happens. And as you're talking for 5 minutes, see what's arising in your mind and your body and your heart. So be in the moment as much as you can. And the other two are just going to listen, no commenting or asking questions. And you're just going to be fully present. And then you'll change and change and change. So 5, 5, 5. And then at the last 5 minutes, you'll have what was that like? What did you notice? And if there are only two in your breakout, you can divide the time differently. So I'm just gonna, oops, come off. And I'll put this in the chat, the actual question. Oh, I cannot put it in the chat. Did anybody take a picture of that? For some reason, I can't put it in the chat. I'll just write it. How do you know whether?
Oh, it doesn't allow to share the picture, unfortunately.
Yeah, I know. I'll just put it in while Lily's doing the rooms.
I'm ready to open them. Are you ready?
Hang on, I'll just finish writing. Okay, we'll see you back here in 20 minutes. Is it okay if I don't go, Lily, or does that?
Yes, just
Okay.
don't join.